Today, I have an amazing guest with me. She's the first guest on the podcast. You guys have seen her all over the city. You have seen her. She has ran one of the best seafood restaurants in St. Louis, in Belleville, Illinois. She's taken over the city by storm. I have the one and only Jasmine Brooks with us today. What's up, Jazz?
Hey.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm good.
That's
I'm good. Stop looking into my eyes, weirdo.
No, what am I supposed to do? Look into the mic?
Move the mic a little bit closer.
Bro.
Well, this is great. You know, we've been talking about starting a podcast for a while, right? So
yeah, we have.
You didn't bite the bullet, so I bit the bullet.
Okay.
And I started a podcast and you're my first guest, so.
Good. We're definitely going to unload the clip today.
We are unloading the full clip.
Yeah.
With the switch on it.
Facts. The Draco with the drum.
We are getting canceled. Oh my God. This is gang violence.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, we're going to jump into the podcast because we need a little bit of energy in true fashion. So I have all of my guests, and you being the first one, you're starting it off. Okay. I have them bring their favorite snack from their childhood and their current favorite snack. So
cool.
Let the people know what your favorite childhood snack is. Okay.
So as everybody that knows me really intimately knows I am a big kid. Like, I absolutely love snacks. Growing up, my parents owned a convenience store, so I ate a little bit of everything. So I couldn't really select one thing that I liked in particular, but I brought a plethora of things that I wanted to share with you guys today.
Okay. All right. Well, where should we start?
You know what? Let's start with a classic. You know?
Oh, okay.
The caramel apple sucker. Dude,
I'm gonna have like 15 cavities by the end of this episode.
These mugs like literally slap, bro.
All right, let's break them open.
Yeah, that was the era for sure.
Let's see what we talking about. We're gonna get a little bit of ASMR. Get the unwrapping on the microphone.
All right. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Cheers, bro.
Cheers. Wow.
Nostalgic, right?
Do they make a sucker and then wrap the caramel around it? Like, I wonder what the... I'm trying to dissect it. Like,
I think so.
Interesting. It's not bad, though. You know, I was thinking... Because it's been a while since I've had one of these. So I was thinking, you know, it's going to be super, super sweet, which it is. But it works.
It's really good.
It works.
And then when you get to that sour element of just the sucker, balances it out. Fire.
Because the caramel is almost like, it's buttery. It's weird.
It is.
Okay.
It was a good one now.
You know I got to rate the snack, right?
All right, go for it.
All right, so presentation on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it like a 4. It's not that sexy. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, I can.
She a little rougher on the edges.
She is.
She a little rougher on the edges.
Those are the ones that surprise you, bro. You know?
You know. They need a little bit of TLC. But once you give them a good licking, they soften up a little bit.
Dude, and
as
then
far
you finish
as
sour. Keep the wrapper.
They always start sweet and then they end up sour. You know what? And when they get sour, you throw them back in the wrapper and throw them away.
Period.
Yeah. But the flavor, I would give the flavor a solid 7 out of 10. You know?
Yeah. I agree. It's definitely one of my all-time favorites. So
yeah.
Let's move on a little bit.
All right. Well, we got one snack down. And in the meantime, while you're opening up the next snack, I am going to ask you a question.
Sure.
What made you want to jump into the hospitality and restaurant industry?
Great question. Ever since I was a younger child, I was just interested in just like hosting and like cooking and, you know, doing things that brought people together that made them happy. And so the one thing that makes me the most happy and the people around me is usually food. And so I decided at a very young age that I would do something in the food space. And so just pretty much pursue my dream post-college, working for individuals that own restaurants, and really fell in love with it. Learned the industry a little bit more came back home, started working a corporate job, saved all of my money, and decided that I wanted to jump into the industry head first. Had a little bit of experience, but never as an owner. But I made a decision that, that's what I wanted to do. And so that's what I did. Yeah. And haven't turned back since, and absolutely love what I'm doing.
Dope. Yeah, I have a similar story, and I tell people this story all the time. I grew up in a house full of women. I grew up underneath my grandma. And I really wanted to know the journey and the story of how she was able to take a bag of groceries from Snooks or Walmart, wherever we were shopping at the time, and present a meal. It's always interesting to see how people are able to take raw ingredients and transform them and put love into it and put flavor and seasoning and a story behind it, and then present it in front of people. And so, like, whenever my family, was going through a rough day or whatever they were going through, she was able to present this beautiful meal, and we forgot about everything, you know? And so I wanted to provide that experience for other people. So, yeah, we got similar stories, bro.
Bro, that was beautiful.
I know, right?
Let me find out.
I should start a podcast.
I love it here.
So we're going to jump into the next snack. What else do you have on the platter? The gold platter of snacks. Where are we at right now?
This is not for the kids. It's very much geriatric. If you weren't born, you had to be born in like the 80s, the 70s, the 80s to understand this one. So these are Boston baked beans.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're not very sweet. It's very interesting. It has like a nutty profile, which actually I think you have an allergy. So we're not going to dig into these.
Is it nuts in it?
Yes.
Oh.
It's roasted peanuts.
Well, I won't be getting a taste of baked beans today.
If you know, you know. You see
Interesting.
Them? You see them?
Okay.
The baked beans.
Can you bite one in half? I'm interested to see what the center looks like. Don't break a tooth. Is there a nut in there?
Barely, but yes.
Interesting. Okay. So is the outer layer like a sugar coating, or what is it?
It's like a waxy sugar coating.
Gotcha. Okay. I feel like this podcast is slowly turning into a kids candy review channel. Interesting.
Factual. But yeah, no. The older generation of people can appreciate this. This is definitely a favorite.
Yeah. So I'm going to throw something back on you. So this is a snack that you had when you were younger, right?
Yes.
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, would you rate this now at your current age? Is it something that you would eat now, or do we need to stay in the childhood where you had it last?
I'd probably bring it over.
Okay.
I would. I mean, it's a classic flavor. It's something that, brings me some sort of joy and nostalgia from my childhood. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely something I would take with me, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Nice. All right. So we're going to jump into another question. Where did you first start on a professional level in this industry?
So as far as ownership or just
whether it was a place that you worked or somewhere you mentored or just a mentor, like where was it? Was it a church? Was it a kitchen? Was it a restaurant? Where was it?
It was Hardee's.
Really?
Yeah.
Hardee's. Okay.
Yes, bro. Like that was my first job.
Really?
Yeah. I worked at Hardee's in Belleville on West Main when I was 16. And yeah, I just worked my little fast food job, got my coins and got up out of there. But yeah. I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I loved my job, and it was, whether I was working fast food or whatever I was doing, I absolutely loved it. Yeah. And I really just kind of picked up some of the operational things from working there because our manager ran a very tight ship. So we learned a lot. I was very disciplined. I had to, get up really early, and then we had events, so I had to prep and all of these things, and I became a person that they relied on. And so because of that, I learned a lot. So yes, that's where I got my first professional start or whatever in the industry. But other than that, then, other than me like helping these individuals open restaurants, I just kind of went in head first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. I got my first start. It was actually at a country club. Wow. It was the first professional kitchen that I worked in where I got paid. And my first day walking in, it was a kitchen full of older white guys. And I was like, well, shit, what are we finna do? What are we getting ourselves into? But it was great. I learned a lot. I only worked there for maybe 3 weeks because I was doing school at the time. So this was when I was in high school. So I would go there after school. It was right around the corner from my house. But it was a great learning experience to see how it's different when you're cooking for the mass.
Yeah.
Like most people at home can cook for 6 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're cooking for 600 people, it's a different story.
It's totally different ball game.
It's totally different when it comes to planning and ordering and staffing and preparing the meals. Like when you're cooking a steak at home, it's easy. You flip it over, you season it, you sear it.
And people still messed it up.
People still mess it up. It's not that hard to cook a damn steak.
This is a candy
all right?
podcast, so I'll keep it light. But I'm really getting tired of seeing these gray steaks, bro.
Oh my God. Hashtag great steak in the comments.
Like, stop.
We left that in 2023, okay? And you really should have left it pre-COVID, but you brought it anyways. So
knock it off.
Hashtag no more gray steaks in the comments down below. You know, it's funny. Gordon Ramsay, I just watched a video, was cooking a steak and it was gray. And I'm like, chef, you're promoting these skillets and you want these people to cook with these skillets at home and you serving a gray steak.
No, bro.
Yeah.
There's no way.
A gray steak can never be a great
We're
steak.
going to have to do that on the episode. We got to show people how to properly sear it off, put it in the oven, and get it cooked to the right temperature, color, texture, and all the things. So they can like thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because just because you reach the right temperature on the inside doesn't mean that it's going to look pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And vice versa. You can have a good sear on it, but the inside may be raw or it may be overcooked.
Absolutely.
So being able to balance that. But like I was saying, cooking a steak at home is so much different than preparing steaks for 600 people. You know what I mean? You have to have them prepped. You have to have operations in place. What was your first big event and what was the head count? Do you remember the menu? What was the operations like?
Bro, so to be quite honest with you, 2 major events kind of come to mind. But like when I started the restaurant, Crushed Velvet, we started as sorry, Dante. When I started the restaurant Crushed Velvet, we basically started on Art on the Square. It was a weekend in Belleville. It was only supposed to be 3 days. So like the first day I didn't sell anything. The second day I gave stuff away and I had one customer. And that night the customers that actually came, they were like, we want to support you. We want to pay. They posted the food and I went viral in 2016. I didn't even know what that was. My phone was blowing up.
Yeah.
You were like calling me all night and like, oh my God, like you went viral. Like this is I'm like, so what does this mean? You know what I mean? So literally like the last day of the event rolled around. It was a Sunday. And again, I purchased all of this stuff, was there for 2 days prior to, you know, this final day. And I had no expectations.
Yeah.
And I pull up at my place that I literally just had for the weekend. And there was a line outside the door.
Wow.
Waiting on me to arrive. So that was like
that's crazy.
Yeah. Insane feeling, right? And for those people who don't know like what the setup was, like this was literally just one weekend. We weren't supposed to be inside. It was not supposed to be a restaurant. Originally we were gonna sell snowballs and all of that changed because God had a different plan. But saying all of that to say this, I fed all of those people and that insane crowd on like 2 house stoves, bro, and 2 burners.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's actually crazy.
Yes. It was insane.
Wow. So how many people did you have show up that day? Do you know?
I don't even know. I sold everything.
Yeah.
So it was literally like until sellout.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Looking back, I got the opportunity to it was like a community block party. It was in like Wellston or something like that. And this was like my first major event. I was still in high school. I think it may have been summer. It was summertime because it was literally 1,001 degrees outside, bro. It was crazy. And I didn't know where to start. Like we were selling barbecue plates.
Bro,
for those that don't know, my grandma is like a pit master.
What?
Yes.
Bro, where we got selling leg quarters?
Listen, okay, so look, I had to get my whole family involved because my family has been there supporting me since day one.
Yeah.
All of my cousins, my aunts, my grandma, everybody was there. And so we were like, what's something quick that we can turn out? We know that we can barbecue a bunch of meat and hold it, and we can make the sides and hold that. So we really brung the barbecue grill for aesthetics. So I had the church I was going to at the time had this massive barbecue grill. It was like a trailer. So they dropped it off for me that morning. My mom had a friend that worked at like Rent-A-Center or something. So he brought us a deep freezer. We had that out there. We had a tent that we borrowed from like some family member.
Bro.
It was like a makeshift pop-up shop. Like it was so bootleg and ghetto, but it worked out. And so I think we prepped for like close to Oh, and then my school allowed me to use their kitchen because it was summertime. So they opened it up. We prepped everything. We got everything cooked. And then we went out to the event, and it was 1,001 degrees outside. And so we cooked enough food for probably, honestly, we cooked enough food for like 600 people. And like 200 people showed up. So we had a bunch of leftover food, but it like opened my eyes on like what it's like to actually have everything in place and be able to say that you can actually take on something. But you really won't know until you take it on. Like
Absolutely.
You really won't know until you jump over and you take that risk. And so that brings us to my next question. What's the one thing that you can bring up where like you took a risk, you stepped out on faith, you took a risk and it paid off?
So again, I guess to piggyback on what we're already talking about with the whole Crushed Velvet business and how that kind of took shape. I think that the one thing that people did not understand was that I quit my corporate job. So I started working for this company when I was 25, 26, didn't really have any money for real. This is my first corporate job.
Yeah.
Finally I'm getting myself established. I got a salary. Like, I'm also making commission.
Yeah.
I got a brand new car, like all the things, right? Like just living my best life, traveling. And, there was a feeling that I got after that first weekend that I cannot explain. It was just something in my gut, and it was like, hey, like this is your shot.
Yeah.
Like nobody's gonna see it. They may not understand it, but just trust me, trust my plan, like literally step out there. And so I made that decision, to quit my job. And I remember doing that. And my mom was like, oh, it's ridiculous. Like this is like not a good idea. Like, you're being promoted. You've been promoted twice. Like, all of these things are happening for you. Like, do you think that this is a good idea? And I'll never forget this. I had a conversation with her and I told her, I said, hey, Mom, one thing I know about myself is that I'm a great employee.
Yeah.
Like not a good one, a great one. And with that being said, there's going to always be an opportunity for a job. But the opportunity for this restaurant, something I'm extremely passionate about that I really want to do, it may not come back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pursue that because if I ever needed to go back, I know I can go back to corporate, but I don't know about this.
Exactly.
And so that was probably one of the biggest risks that I've ever taken in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I love that. We're going to jump into another snack really quick. So this is the third snack.
Third snack.
The third snack.
So we going to keep it hood because
I
am from East St. Louis, Illinois, 52nd Street, 5 Deuce. Y'all know what it is. But growing up, we always ate these, like the candy, the penny candy.
You know what's so funny? Where do they buy this? I have never seen.
I know where to get it, bro.
Where are they buying this candy from?
I'm going to have to put you on.
Okay. All right. We're not going to release this over the air,
right,
but just know I have the candy plug.
And it's in the... Y'all see the sandwich bag? Yeah, bro. So look. Okay. It looks like it's just strawberry. All right.
Okay. All right. We'll throw one to Dante.
2.
All right, let's see. We'll do a little unwrapping ASMR real quick.
All right. Voila.
All right. Let's see what we got. All right, it's stuck to my tooth. Oh my gosh. It does low-key taste healthy. It low-key tastes like V8.
Bro.
Like it's a carrot in here or something. This candy been on the shelf for 6 years.
I'm so disappointed. It was one of my favorites as a child. Like, maybe it's the strawberry. Maybe the strawberry is not it. Bro, I don't...
What is the name of it? It's no name.
It's called Choose, bro.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm really disappointed in it.
I'm feeling it.
I'm not feeling it anymore. I used to be able to eat like 20 of these, bro.
I know. And that's why I'm like, oh.
Yeah. So
that was disappointing.
How would you rate it?
Appearance, because I grew up with this style of candy. I have to give the appearance a 7 because, you know, it's in a bag.
Yeah.
And then they take it out of a bag. And then they put it in a bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's some work that goes into that. You know what I mean? So I want to appreciate that work. So I give it a 7 out of 10 on appearance.
And the graphics are cool.
The graphics are cool. You know, they're super simple. It's straight to the point. It's not a lot of fluff. It tells you what it is. It's a damn strawberry chew. That's all you need to know.
Right.
You don't need to know what the ingredients or the nutritional facts are. Texture, I would give the texture like a 1.
No.
Honestly.
Seriously.
I don't know if they're old. I don't know. But texture on this one has to be a 1. But the flavor was not bad. The flavor I would give probably 4.78.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I might give it like a 4 on the flavor. Yeah. I'm disappointed.
I am too.
I think being around you guys and you guys are like, oh, it tastes like this and that. And I'm like, oh, it really does.
Yeah.
So maybe you guys run my experience.
But you know what though? Honestly, I will say for strawberry flavoring, this was the most authentic strawberry flavoring. Like it didn't taste too artificial.
No, I think fruities go harder.
Fruities definitely go harder.
Yeah.
I would not disagree with that one. But for this strawberry flavoring that they have in here, it's actually not that bad. It's not that bad. It doesn't taste like there's a candy, it's like strawberry, but it doesn't taste like strawberry. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways. But no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Right.
It just was underwhelming compared to what I was expecting.
Me too. I was so excited. I'm still trying to like get myself back together. Like, dang, that was not that good.
Oh my gosh.
Facts.
No, that wasn't bad. So, let's see. So where are we at? So you left the corporate job. Your family was like, you know,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? You know?
Right.
But sometimes it takes that, honestly.
Oh man.
It's interesting because sometimes it's accurate in those assessments, but then sometimes you have to work past that. You know what I mean? So like we're both very ambitious people.
Yes.
But sometimes we need those people to say, hey, you know, slow down just a little bit because it may not be the right timing or it may not be the right path to go down with this certain thing or project or whatever you're working on. But you just have to know. And you have to have a gut feeling of when it's actually time to move and when it's, because you know when it's time to move when you've been in a stagnant place for so long. And so like most people out there don't really know when it's time to actually make that move. Mm-hmm. So like, how did you really know that it was time to make that move?
Well, I think that one quality that I uniquely possess is that I have like this innate ability to kind of know when to move my feet. Mm-hmm. Right. And I think a lot of people pray for direction and they're not ready to move their feet. Mm. And so like I knew, you know, in order for me to do what I needed to do in the industry and to impact it in the way that I would need to, I need to get started. Mm-hmm. And so I already knew, like it wasn't a question in my mind. It was just a matter of when is the right opportunity going to present itself that makes the most sense, because it's not going to be perfect. I'm still going to have to put in some work. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people, they feel like the moment that they make their decision to step out, that everything, all the doors are going to open for them. Yep. And, you know, they're going to have all this immediate gratification for making this decision to take a risk on themselves. And that's not how it works. Yeah. And so I understood that. And I was like, this is going to be an ugly process, but I'm willing to put in the work. Yeah. I put in the work for my company. I would literally have to work 9 days just to get 4 days off in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm working, you know, 12, 13 hours a day for a company. And so at that moment, I realized that, hey, if you did this for yourself, regardless of how ugly it is, how tired you're going to be, like you're going to thank yourself in 10 years for making this decision. And I'm like very much thanking myself today for doing that. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. Because like even, so beginning of last year, and you know, I didn't really tell anybody that I had signed a lease for Rated. I kind of kept it because I didn't know what people were going to say. And I didn't want people to be like, well, you know, you're barely getting by on this. So like, why are you jumping off from doing something new? You know, like, it's like, but I knew that it needed to be done. I knew that the opportunity, why are you laughing? You were so funny because you really sound just like,
they're like, how you open up a restaurant and plan on hiring employees and Your gas ain't gonna eat.
Listen, do not let people talk doubt into your dreams.
Exactly.
Because when you are truly out here pursuing a dream, your heart is pure, your intentions are good, your planning is on point, like favor is gonna follow you.
Yeah.
So like I don't expect you to understand why I did or whatever. Like honestly, the more bizarre it is, the better the story.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like literally, like Les Brown says, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. And I live by that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's really cool that people are like, you know, like the little doubt keeps me going.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I think I think it comes from me low-key being hard-headed as a child and being the only child. It's like, you can't fly. It's like, you want to bet? And then I jump and then I fall and hit my face and be like, well, maybe next time.
Right.
But I'm not going to give up.
No.
I'm not going to allow anybody to stop me from experiencing it and trying it, because 9 times out of 10, those people didn't even have enough courage to try themselves. So it's like, why are you betting for me? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that right there takes a different level of maturity to understand, because a lot of people get mad at haters and stuff. But a lot of times those people, they haven't taken chances on themselves. They don't understand it.
Yeah.
So they're speaking from a point of view of like no experience or understanding. So I'm not even mad at that, but like, I'm a risk taker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out there and do it. I don't care what you're talking about. And guess what? I'm not afraid to fail either.
Exactly.
I'm gonna fail fast and I'm gonna fail often, because that's gonna be like the quickest way for me to get to the top.
But you know what it comes back to? It's all about the bounce back.
Oh yeah.
So like,
facts.
When I jumped off that front porch thinking I could fly, guess what? I got up fast. Right. I ain't stay down for too long. You know what I mean? I hit my head, had a titty on my head for about a week, but just know I got back up fast.
Fast. So you worried about how I'm doing this, but the whole time I'm working.
Bro, we got to find the house stoves.
Yeah.
They got to be in the museum one day.
Yes. I am working and you were on the sidelines talking about how I look working and building my dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it's like, it doesn't matter what it looks like to you. Like, all that matters is how it feels to me. And I know what I'm building, right?
Exactly.
So I don't really care about how you feel about, you know, how it looks or anything like that. Like, that didn't even matter, honestly. It was just motivation for me to like continue to go hard so that I could like prove all the haters wrong.
Exactly. And I think that's what motivates me the most, the absolute most. Dante, how we looking on time? We're 28 minutes hurt. Okay. You know, I think that's what motivates me the most, because of the boundaries that people try to put on me. Oh, you're young. Oh, you're black. Oh, you didn't go to school for this. It's like, that's fine. But now I really want to do it to show you that I don't necessarily need those credentials by your book saying that I can't do this.
Yes.
You know, like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
No, yeah. People would definitely try to put limitations on you.
Yeah. So if you were speaking to the Jasmine that had just stopped working at that corporate job and was jumping onto something new, taking a risk, low-key risking it all for not even a promise on return, what would you say to her right now?
Honestly, if I can go back and talk to myself, I would just say like go all in. Like literally go balls to the wall. Like as hard as you can go, like regardless to like what you can actually see, just like trust that like all of the work that you're putting in, you know, as big as you can dream, like you're gonna get, you know, absolute ROI on it.
Yeah.
You know, and so for me, yeah, I wish I just would have went like hard. Like I went hard, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I would have dreamed bigger.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of times, you know, especially like in this area, and no shade to the area because there's a lot of amazing, brilliant people here who are successful and thriving. But for me in my industry, the way that I look, I didn't have a lot of examples. And so I thought that me just opening a restaurant was doing a thing, which it was doing a thing because there weren't many, right? But had I had a little bit more inspiration, I probably would have been like, hey, I'm going to do this thing. And then I'm going to also do this thing somewhere else. And
Yeah.
I'm going to find other people to buy into the vision, like all of those things. So those are things that I did not account for because I lacked the vision because I didn't have anything to inspire me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So yeah, that's the only thing I would have done was just dream bigger.
Yeah. No, that's great. Because even when I look back on this project, I'm like, I wish I asked for more money.
No, for real.
I wish I dreamed bigger. I wish instead of 1,800 square feet, we did 5,000 square feet. You know what I mean? But like I said, you have to be willing to start small. You have to be willing to start where you can start now. You know what I mean? And just getting out there. Like, it will come. It'll come. We try to rush it so much because we're so focused on what the right now looks like. But it's like you have to think about what the next year, what the next 6 months is going to look like. You can't just focus on where you are right now. Absolutely. And trying to flip that situation around. Mm-hmm. Like projections and planning and all of that stuff has to take place in order for you to succeed.
Absolutely. And really just going as hard as you possibly can with what you're doing, like what's in front of you too. Mm-hmm. You know, because everybody's so focused on the next move, but like the existing move, like what you're currently doing, like pour your passion into that, like be the best that you absolutely can at that while you're working on the next thing. You know what I mean? And so I don't think that people are present enough in the moment and as grateful as they should be for the opportunities that they have. And that's one thing that I've learned, like in business, you have to be a good steward over the small things, number one, and be grateful for those things as well. Yeah. That gratitude will open, you know, more doors for you and create opportunities.
Definitely. No, that's a great nugget. We're gonna jump into another snack. We'll go for the favorite of the plan right now. The plate right now.
All right, cool. So the favorites I'm gonna say are the planks. Bro.
Okay, so I know about the planks. I'm telling you right now.
Like, you need to put some enthusiasm in your voice. Stop it.
You know.
Can we get a round of applause right now?
Can we input a round of applause in this section right now? Or maybe a drum roll or like a explosion or I don't know.
First of all.
Okay, what 4-year-old put the icing on there?
Bro, your little cousin.
Look at the icing on the cookie. It's like it's like the machine ran out of the rest of the icing for the cookie. You see that? Where's the icing? Okay, I don't know.
All right,
maybe
cheers.
I'm hating.
Cue the 90s R&B. That's how I'm feeling right now.
My mouth is dry as shit right now. I feel like I got a mouthful of sand.
Bro, your mouth is dry anyway, bro.
Bro, there's no way you're chewing that. I feel like I just put 3 Popeyes biscuits in my mouth. And then a piece of cardboard from an Emo's pizza box. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, she's loving it. Wow. That was hard to swallow.
Hard pill to swallow.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, you're really a loser for this.
You know,
this is really good, bro. I'm standing 10 toes down behind this one.
I'm concerned for your well-being.
Bro.
This is...
If you keep talking shit, I'm going to go get my black forces.
Okay.
Because you're making me mad.
I'm going to stop it here. All right. I love it. It's so good.
So good, right?
Wow. Mm-hmm. I have never had...
You taste the lemon
anything that tastes this good. Mm-hmm. Like, it's almost like... When I'm drinking it with the water, it's almost like when you put a lemon wedge in your water.
Yeah, it's so refreshing.
That's how fresh it is.
It is so good, bro. That a boy.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah. Wow, that was delicious.
That's what I thought.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we should move on to the rating of that snack because...
Dante is so funny. Oh my God, you're making my jaws hurt, bro. Stop.
That was... Listen, Uncle Al needs to get his recipe together.
Bro, it was fire. I ain't gonna even hold you. You want to try strawberry?
Let's try strawberry. I'll do an analysis of.
I'm gonna split one with you because I plan on taking the rest home.
Okay, you should have split this one with me because
I still might eat it. Actually.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right.
I might need to go to the dentist after this episode.
I'm gonna break the piece for you because I'm not about to play with you.
Okay, break bread.
The little one.
All right. Cheers. Jazz. Jazz, you cannot say this is an enjoyable experience.
Bro, it's so good.
It feels like I took a handful of rocks from outside and put it in my mouth and started chewing. And like somebody smashed a strawberry on it.
What about the flavor? You can't lie.
No, I can't lie.
It's really good.
This is me lying. It's delicious. You know,
bro, you're stupid. What's your favorite snack?
This is not about me. It's about you.
Chicken nuggets.
Kids meal from McDonald's. Speaking of that, I talked to Brittany the other day and she told me a kids meal was like $10 now. Ooh. I thought that was a little bit crazy.
$10 is insane. Yeah. Bro.
This is a hard one for me to swallow, literally. Uncle Al, you know, whoever Al is out there, Uncle Albert, Al. The planks are not it. Like, I think they're called planks because there's actual wood in them. Like, it's a wood plank. Why is it not called a cookie? It's a plank. There's wood, there's sawdust in this cookie. And that's why they're called planks. I'm convinced. I mean, like, this may have been one of the worst things that I've ever tried.
Wow. JR is so dramatic, guys. I don't know if you guys have
not
noticed.
Being dramatic. This is a warning.
This is
before
like,
you go into the hood Quick Trip or a Stop Mart, whatever you call it, and do not buy this unless Uncle Al is trying to sponsor the podcast. Do not buy Uncle Al's planks. This is terrible.
I don't support this message.
This is terrible.
Uncle Al, I feel like you did your big ones with these planks. I appreciate you. I am going to endorse this product just like I did from the 80s all the way up to now. I am loyal
Who's
to
ever editing this, blur
Uncle
out
Al.
this product. Blur it out. I don't want it to be seen. Blur it out. Just
10 out of 10.
No. The fact that you are standing on business for these plank cookies is terrifying. It's giving me Black Air Force energy. With the dirty socks and they mismatch.
Period.
And it's a hole in the
high
left
tops.
One. Oh my God.
With the strap.
That was not good, Jazz. I am disappointed.
That's fine. Let me tell you guys something. In life, not everybody is going to agree with what you like, you know? My interests may not be yours or whatever, but we have to learn how to respect our differences. And I appreciate this product, and this is something that brings me happiness. And there's nothing in this world that's going to allow me to.
If this brings you happiness,
JR to take that away from me.
I would hate to see what brings you sadness. If this brings you happiness,
this is good, bro.
Okay, all right. Well,
I'm really happy right now.
I won't go in. I'm not even rating.
Like, you literally cannot steal my joy.
I am not rating this.
This reminds me of being like a 5 or 6 year old kid growing up in East St. Louis.
You know what this reminds me of? If I close my eyes and paint a picture.
What's your favorite candy, bro? You never said it.
Do you know, like, when you order emos, right? And like once the pizza's all gone, there's still like a little bit of cheese left on the box. It's like you cut that with the cheese still melted on the box, put it in the microwave, and grated like some lemon zest on there from an old rotten gray lemon. That's what it's giving me.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
I appreciate you so much. Even like your asshole-ish ways. Like, it's people like you that keep me going on the day to day.
That was terrible. That was so bad.
Okay.
We're going to move on because I cannot put any more energy towards this lemon bark, this lemon plank bark of a cookie that you just presented in front of me.
Tell him to stop.
Like, I can't get over it. I cannot get over it. You know why I can't get over it?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Do you know why I can't get over it?
I don't want to talk about
It's
this
probably
anymore.
because the
You
damn
are
cookie
ruining
is
my
still stuck
childhood
in my
dreams.
throat. It's still traveling. That's why I can't get over it.
You are ruining my childhood dreams.
I literally cannot get over it because it's still lodged in my throat. Like, pause. It's still sitting there. I've drunk a whole glass of water and it's still just sitting there.
Bro, your voice has gotten stronger. There is no way that
It's
it was
probably
that
because of
dry.
all the damn water I drunk.
No.
This was full when we started. This is the 5th glass of water trying to wash down these planks.
Bro, that's because you thirsty, literally. It's a double entendre. Thirsty.
Wow. Maybe with a glass of milk or something. Maybe. I don't know. Have you tried to put it in the microwave before? Does it get soft at all?
Are we done?
Okay, we can move on. I don't want it on my plate
He's
anymore.
taking the wind out of my sail.
I don't want
I am
it on my
over
plate.
it.
I'm done with that.
Bro, don't throw it around.
I'm done with it.
Okay, anyway, some honorary mentions from my childhood are these long boys. I don't know if you guys remember long boys, but they're like a coconut, some sort of, I don't know. Like,
is it taffy?
It's not taffy. It's like a
Dare we try it?
caramel-ish.
Did we try it?
No, we can try it. It's fire. It's so good. And then we have the classic, oh so classic Chico stick.
You got to sing the song. You got to sing
I
it.
wanna da oh, because she's so thick.
Oh my gosh.
Call me Mr. Bubblegum.
That
I'm
is
Mr.
funny.
Chico Stick.
Wow.
So yeah, like this brings me so much joy, man. We ate Chico Sticks all the time. They were fire.
Yeah.
And think about like the flavor profile of this stuff. It was all pretty similar.
It really is. I mean, like most of it is like nutty caramel, salty, like
Coconutty.
yeah, like it all like now it's like just crap. What's
Yeah.
on the shelves? It's
Yeah.
like really bad, honestly.
No, high key.
Yeah,
Candy is not.
It's not where it used to be. Like
No.
hashtag make candy great again.
Make candy great again.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm getting a red head and I'm putting that on there.
Make candy great again.
Yeah. Yeah.
The white band too. What?
Imagine a website called whitevancandy.com.
Pull it.
Oh,
Ooh, whoa.
wow.
Ah!
Get the microphone. Look at the microphone. What chicken died on the microphone?
Chicken. Bro,
This is so unserious that it
you
makes
are
no
stupid,
sense.
bro.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
This is great.
I know, right?
This is really good.
I know.
Okay. We're gonna end it on this note. This was the best one so far.
Wow.
Jess, what's next for you? Okay.
You want to know?
We want to know. The people want to know.
So, to be honest, I have such a passion for the St. Louis metro area, East St. Louis. And so what I'd like to do with a new company that I just launched with my business partner.
Wow.
Pretty cool dude, but we're not talking about him right now. But anyway, we just launched Revify Hospitality Solutions. And so our goal is to work with like new and existing businesses, just kind of helping them with all their areas of opportunity and acting as a liaison between other entities and those business owners so that we can get them to scale and put them in a position to win and to thrive just through our experiences as entrepreneurs, doing grassroots initiatives and funding our own projects and just kind of like doing what needed to be done in order to get buy-in to get open. We like to eliminate some of those roadblocks for, potential entrepreneurs coming into these areas because ultimately the goal here is for us to move the food scene in St. Louis forward.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much my role. Like I'm stepping out of the kitchen as much as I possibly can. Just doing it for enjoyment for my friends, for catering and clients that I've had for years. But I'd like to take up a little bit more space as far as like assisting other people in realizing their dreams.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's great. I definitely think that that's needed. That's something that St. Louis really lacks is not only access, but just it's very hard to be inspired here. And it's a touchy subject. I don't know why it needs to be a touchy subject, but it's just so, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of access. There's not a lot of opportunity. And it's just like a cycle of reusing and recycling the same ideas and the same people. And it just never reaches the full potential of what it needs to be. And that's every industry here, but that is really prevalent in our industry, our hospitality and restaurant industry. Because a lot of the restaurants are doing the same foods. We're the Midwest, barbecue, fried foods, like nothing really innovative. And that was probably the reason that I wanted to come up with this concept for Rated, is because I knew that I wanted to, one, work with local farmers, but also provide people an experience where almost every time when they come in, it's something totally unique and something totally different. Yes. Because it's needed. Most restaurants here will keep the same menu for 40 plus years. And it's like, now you have an establishment that's in the same location that's not really growing. They're staying stagnant. And every time you go in there, it's the exact same thing for 40 plus years. But it's like every other city, you see a restaurant like that. It's like they've scaled, they've upgraded, they've changed their operations. The aesthetics are nice. The restaurant looks brand new. Like, they're growing and advancing in those businesses, but we don't really see that much happening here. So no, I think that's great. And I definitely think that it's needed in the St. Louis scene. Where can people find you?
So you guys can find me on my Instagram. It is Red, which is with 2D, so REDD 911. Also, you can find me on Facebook. I'm not very active on there, but I do post information about events that we host or things like that. And that is Jass, Jass Brooks. And also, if you have like any inquiries for business partnerships, potential consulting opportunities, you can reach me at rebifyhospitality.com. There at the bottom, there's a link where you can contact me. So I'm usually always available for those sort of conversations. So yeah, that's probably going to be the best method of contacting me.
Awesome. All righty, folks. Well, this is another episode of the Rated Podcast. Thank you so much, Jass, for being our amazing guest.
It was such a pleasure.
Yes, definitely. Well, we look forward to seeing what you have in the future. We look forward to being a part of that. Like I said, if you guys want to find more information about Jasmine, you guys will find that information down below in the bio. And yeah, we will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.